So I have gone over and over whether I should do this video or not. Documenting my juice cleanse is really important to me. It's something I feel really passionate about, and having something happen that just turns your life upside down, and then whether to then share it. And it's not even sharing it, it's like I want to do my juice videos, but I cannot pretend that this hasn't happened. And I think it's also important, especially in the world where everything is shiny and everything's perfect on social media, and to show up in the darkness, in the depths of grief and despair and tragedy, I think is important. And I just kept coming back to, well, what is the truth? Show up in your truth. Don't worry about people's opinions as to whether it's appropriate or not, or whether it's too soon. Doesn't matter. It's just the truth. And so on the weekend I was involved in a fatal road accident, and it wasn't my fault. There was nothing I could do, but it's the most horrific thing I have ever experienced. And I'm very fortunate to be okay, very fortunate to have the tools that I have to support myself. And to bring it back around to the juice cleanse as well, has actually really supported me, because I wasn't able to numb this experience with food, alcohol, medication. I had to sit and face every part of it, and I'm still facing it, and I know that it will continue for the weeks to come. And one of the things that I do believe in, even with this, is that there are no coincidences, there are no accidents. And even in this darkness, and I know from all the work that I've done, the darkness is our greatest teacher. That's where we ask the hard questions, that's where we dig deep, is in the darkness. And there's many ways that people can process something like this. And if I didn't know the things that I do and have the tools that I have, maybe I would be in a very different place. But so far what I have received from this is how precious life is, and how every single decision you make is important. Every single decision, a split second can change everything. And it's also shown me the love of my family, community, receiving everyone's thoughts and prayers and kindness, and just the power of community. People that I'm not even that close with messaging and contacting me, and just this outpouring of love and support is just beautiful. And it really, in times like this, you can close your heart, or you can allow it to crack your heart wide open. And I know that whatever comes, I will face it, and I will feel it, and I'm not going to numb it or shut it down or pretend it's not happening. And yeah, and I want to get back to doing my daily videos. And you know, this I feel is important to share, because life isn't all roses and rainbows. And you know, I've already had people reach out to me who haven't known that this has happened to me, not knowing why they've contacted me, who are in their darkness, who are in their depths of despair and grief. And I found that really interesting, that out of nowhere, I've just had a couple of messages from people, and some people I haven't had contact with for 30 years, who don't know any of this. So even in the hardest times, I still have that faith that everything has a purpose. You know, when you face death, when you see death, it can be our greatest teacher of how precious life is, and not to waste it, and not to waste your time on worrying about the opinions of others, or what other people think, or not saying what you want to say, because in a split second it can all be gone, and then what have you left behind? You know, what's your legacy? What are you here for? I think that's all I need to say for this. But I'm going to continue to show up. I don't know what the purpose is, but I feel really strongly to show up in truth, even when it's hard.